Hello there, YouTube. So I am back building weird houses with Luna once again. But today we came up with a theme, the theme of kids' toys. And you might be thinking, well, that has nothing to do with architectural style, but actually we were trying to build a pink Barbie inspired dollhouse because we felt like it, so it was perfectly reasonable. In the beginning we just built the outer shell of the house, and I was trying to show Luna how to easily use the fill command to make the floors really quickly, and let's just say she didn't really get it to work. In the end, I just did it so fast that I filled the entire floor with pressure plates instead, so maybe I'm not that great at using it myself. And now that I'm sitting here, I realized that I was probably the only one on the server who had operator permissions, so she might not even have had access to the command. Sorry Luna for trying to teach you something that was literally impossible. Moving on, now we are done building the roof, and yes, we did build it one block off center. That was not on purpose, but this meant we had 3 floors and we could each start decorating one. If you want to see how Luna did hers, there's a link to her video at the end of this one. And since Luna was already building a bedroom downstairs, I started working on the dining room. Now, when I was a kid, I played a lot with dollhouses, and I actually had some pretty fancy dollhouse furniture, including a working chandelier for the dining room, but I never got it installed because it came with some really crummy adhesive. So now this dining room is getting the chandelier I always wanted in my dollhouse when I was a kid. The furniture you can make in vanilla Minecraft is of course not as delicate as what you'd get in real life or just with some well-chosen mods, but we can still make some dining chairs with nice purple cushions. And if you wanted to make them high-backed, you could just change the trapdoor for an actual door. I also see a lot of people use scaffolding to make some pretty sweet chairs, but in this case that would make the chair seats as tall as the table, and I didn't really want that. The next thing I built was this hidden away stairwell in the back of one of the rooms, which would be really impractical in an actual dollhouse, but on the other hand, your dolls can't exactly walk upstairs, so it's fine if it's just there for aesthetic purposes. Under the stair, I also hid a barrel with a puppy in it, and I just love making these small surprises in builds and other types of integrated storage where you can place a little hidden message or Easter egg. And I also think it can make your builds feel a lot more lived in, even if it's just some seemingly useless junk filled into a chest, it still makes a difference. Moving on to the last room I decorated. This was going to be the master bedroom, so I tried to make a fancy double bed, which ended up basically just being a double bed with side tables, but that is fancy by Minecraft standards, so I'm fine with it. And the next thing I added was of course a gaming setup with a huge ultra wide screen in the form of a 2-block wide painting, but yes, because those monitors are awesome and I wish I had one even though I don't need it at all. The kitchen was the last room that Luna and I made, and at this point we had gone from making our own rooms to just decorating them together while we were chatting, and I kind of wish we had caught some of our conversation on video because there was a lot of funny moments, like when we were pushing cats off an edge to see if they would take fall damage, which you will find in Luna's video, and there were a lot of other funny moments, but I guess I'll just have to settle for telling you about the fun, and hopefully in the future we can actually make a video where we talk over it together. Oh yeah, and if you were wondering just how the loft came to be filled with cats, you'll have to go watch Luna's video to see all the madness that came before this beautiful site. Have I plugged her video enough now? If so, maybe I should advertise for the subscribe button just a little bit, eh? Consider subscribing and leaving a like if you're enjoying the video so far. And as we're nearing the end of the video, we now have a little fly around of the house, which from the outside is not that pretty, but that's not the point of a dollhouse. Like, have you seen the back of some Barbie houses? Those are just a flat piece of plastic. Like, what really matters is the interior and the fun you have with it. And honestly, I think Luna and I did a fairly decent job, even though I don't think either of us have done a lot of interior decorating in Minecraft, so there's definitely a lot to learn. But that's part of the process. You'll never get better if you don't try or whatever. Anyways, that was all I had for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!